Hi, this video is about choosing the right size Berkey for you. Berkeys come in 6 different sizes. The biggest one down there is the Crown. It's a 6-gallon reservoir. You go by the lower chamber, so that's a 6-gallon lower reservoir. It's good for really large groups. The Imperial, next one, is 4.5-gallon reservoir, also for large groups or very large active families. The Royal and the Big are probably our biggest sellers. The Royal is for families. It's a 3-gallon reservoir, and even couples use the Royal. This one here is the Big, and it's a 2.1-gallon reservoir. Okay for couples, single people, popular size. This is the Travel. It's a 1.5-gallon reservoir. It could be used by a student or a single person who's not that active in the kitchen. And this little guy here is the Go Berkey. It's a 1-quart reservoir. So there's a couple of things I want to caution you about when choosing the right size Berkey. You don't want to go too large and you don't want to go too small. Many people, especially people who live in the city, tend to go too small. They think they're buying the Berkey just for drinking, and they take it home and they fall in love with their water. It becomes way easier to drink way more water, and then they're wishing they had bought a bigger size, because once you start comparing the water out of your Berkey to the tap water, you're not going to want to use tap water in the city, chlorinated water, for cooking, I guarantee you. So I would consider buying a size that's good for drinking, cooking, and possibly even washing your vegetables. Number 2 is, again, mostly people in the city. They don't have a lot of space. They look at the Berkeys and they go, oh my gosh, where am I going to put this thing? Well, the Berkeys are going to be delivering the most important thing you put in your body. It's worth dedicating some space for your drinking water. The Berkey is going to become your new best friend. We hear it all the time from people. Best investment I ever made. I hug my Berkey every day. Don't go too small. Now, it's also important not to go too large, because you want a size that you will have to fill up the upper reservoir every day, or at least every second day. The reason why is it's important to keep the inside pores of the Berkey elements wetted, so that when you put more water in the upper chamber, there's like a wicking action of the water inside the pores pulling water in. Otherwise, if you go too long between water fill-ups in the upper chamber, air starts to get into the elements, and then when you put more water in the upper chamber, it can't force the air out, and you won't get an efficient flow rate of water into the element and out through into the lower chamber. So you want a size where you have to, or you're going to want to, top it off once a day ideally, or certainly by every second day. You'll also want to consider where you're going to place your Berkey. The spigot has to have clearance underneath it so that you can place your glass or your vessel to dispense water. If the edge of your counter isn't suitable for this, you can raise it up on some object, get creative, or you can check out the stands that we have available for this purpose. Thanks for watching.